I so much believe that no matter how things are, there will always be a way out. Hi besties, good morning. How are you guys doing? Join me as I prepare this garden egg stew. So after cooking this my garden egg, I decided that today I'll be preparing this stew with vegetable oil and not red palm oil. Okay, let's watch and see the outcome of it. The outcome of it will really amaze you. So here I pound it using my mortar, and in my empty pot I added my vegetable oil, my salt. I added enough onion because I love onions very well. So I turn it, and I added my dried tomatoes, guys. So here I'm using my dried tomatoes. So since tomatoes have become very costly in the market, I normally use my dried tomatoes to cook every of my food that requires tomatoes. So after frying it, I added my pounded garden egg. I also fry a little. So now I'll be covering my pot and allow it to steam very well so that it will combine with the tomatoes. And right here, I've come back to check on it. I added my water, that is the water from my mortar. I added my pounded crayfish and pepper mix. So this is it inside my plate. So after adding it, I will turn it very well so that everything will mix and they incorporate together. I also added a little water inside my plate so that everything that is inside my plate, that is the crayfish and pepper, everything will come out and they enter inside the pot. So guys, things are very costly now, so there is no room for any wastage. So I added my seasoning cube. I also added a little water. So I topping it up with a small salt because the salt I added earlier was not enough. So I turn it very well, and now it's time for me to add in my vegetables. So I'm using fruited pumpkin leaf, the dried one. So I added it and I turn it very well again. So now I will add in my protein, the small orishi that I'm using to cook it. So after adding it, the next thing I did was to test for my salt, guys. This is my first time trying out this garden egg sauce using vegetable oil to cook it, and it came out very nice. So I covered it to cook so that everything will cook very well. So now it's time for me to test it using my white rice. You can pair this with yam or plantain or potatoes, but I am eating my own with white rice. So rate my food. Hope I tried. So at this point, I went ahead and I tested my food, and it was giving 100 over 100 minus nothing, guys. So tell me if you will be trying out this method. Other ones I've been cooking, I'm using red palm oil, but today I said no, let me use groundnut oil, and the outcome was so amazing. Bye.